And good morning and welcome to Touch Base Daily. And you are here with myself and my name is Ron Foster. And we have the great Chris Edwards in the building as
Good
usual on a
morning. Good
Friday.
morning. How you doing
It is
today?
Friday. I am sleepy. Like I was saying before we came on, you mentioned The Handmaid's Tale yesterday, and you know I had to go watch it. So I did work all day yesterday. Went out and to the coffee shop to hang out a little bit there just to get out the house. And then came home, did a little more work. But then after the news, which I shouldn't because already 11:30, I went through and looked at all 3 episodes
Oh,
of The Handmaid's Tale.
so you
And
you really are going on no sleep then this morning. I have I haven't even started it yet. I'm gonna probably start watching it either over the weekend or like first thing Monday.
it is so good. It's each episode is a little less than 3 hours. So it's to say an hour.
Yeah.
So it took me less than 3 hours to go through it. So I went to bed like 2. It was like 1. Well, I didn't look at all of the news because once you get through half the news, there's nothing else worth looking at. So
Mhm.
I started about 11:20 after the weather and went straight into The
So wait,
Handmaid's
are you
Tale.
you still watch the local news
Oh
at night?
yes.
Okay.
ABC News is my news. I'm gonna always be with my ABC News. Even though like I said, because it's local
Yeah.
and I want to know what's going on in New York City, what's happening
Yeah.
with and I have to say, ABC News has always been good.
Yes.
Um, they've always shared great information. I sometimes wish they would spend more time on information, but I really do enjoy watching them, and a lot of the people on the station, because they've been there for years,
Ever.
decades,
Yeah.
they feel like they're part of your family. So that's the
Yes.
reason why I love ABC News here in New York City. ABC, especially the night news, 11 o'clock news, 6 o'clock news, and I also look at ABC nightly news. And
Okay.
but I always, I take it always with a grain of salt because it's never enough of
Right.
the information. It's just snippets, snip, 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 and you have to do the research to go
Yeah.
in and do. If you
Yeah.
want to really know about a subject, I realize that American news media is only to give you this is the list of the menu. Look at
Yes.
the menu, and
Here's the
now
buffet.
and now dive into what you need to get.
Yeah,
So
you have
that's
to
the
go to
best
like
way to explain it.
BBC news. I'm realizing a lot more. I tend to like watch a lot of them um, to get my news.
Hmm.
You have to go outside the U.S. to get the U.S. news.
Oh, I always say that you got to go to BBC, Al Jazeera, sometimes Sky, and then I also use the app called Haystack.
Okay.
So the Haystack app, you can program it to all the news that you like. So you can put BBC, you can put all like the listing of all your favorite news stations
Mhm.
around the globe, and then you can just turn it on and it just goes from one news to the next news to the next news to the next news, and I can put it on my TV as an app, and
Okay.
I get a lot of my news that way too. So
Okay.
yeah, I'm a news junkie. I've been a news junkie since I was a kid, so this is who I am. I don't know
Let's
what I would do without the news.
see. I'm right there with you. I've been a news junkie since I would say maybe about 10th grade when I had to do.
Yes, high
We were
school.
in social
High school.
studies. We had one of my classes. One of the projects for the whole entire year was to follow the news. We had to choose a paper that we wanted to get every once a week.
Hmm.
Bring that in, pull out an article, and then also just keep on current events. And I was hooked from then. But I have to say, after the election, I just sometimes when you feel like you're having a bad breakup
Yeah.
and you just need to quit cold turkey. That was me. Like I said, how I have been getting my news now is you and I talk about things. Don Lemon and a few of those other independent media, people on social media, and then, like I said, Blue Sky. That's how I've been getting it. And I do, like, for local news, I still watch 6ABC occasionally. It's not like an everyday thing. And then especially when there's like breaking news, especially in the area or
Hmm.
elsewhere, I'll watch that. And then also what I've been getting to lately in the last couple of weeks is Bloomberg News.
Oh,
And
Bloomberg is very good because you get the financials.
yeah, so I've been watching that a lot, especially with the stocks and stuff. But I only watch it online. And then, I noticed that Bloomberg News does like breaking stories. So like yesterday was the helicopter crash in New York. That's how I
Yes,
found out
we
about
had
it.
a
Like
helicopter
I
crash.
was watching the stock market. They was getting ready to do the close at the end of the day, and they
Yes,
broke in with breaking news. So like that's how I keep abreast to what's going on. And then when you hear certain things or you see stuff on social media, you can go and I do a little bit more research to find out what's going on. And you gotta sometimes cherry pick what's real, what's not real. Thank you to
oh yeah,
Dr. Tachi for yes. I just want to point this out. The last thing that I brought up about Trump and his executive order about the skinny jeans and men, she had said that she did a little research and found out it was fake. So I just want to make sure that people know that that was a fake story, and that's why I was a little cautious about even bringing it up, because you see these things and it looks legitimate, and we
that's
all make
why.
mistakes.
That's why we also it's important that at least I try to sometimes I will go, it's once in a while I'll look at something and go, oh my gosh, and I react.
Yeah.
But
Well,
most
see,
most
I
of the
saw it
time
in
I
two
am a
different
three.
places, so that's why I was like, okay, well, maybe this is true. That's why I
Yeah,
brought it up. But I'm glad that Dr. Tachi corrected it. So I just want to make
yeah.
sure I made a point to do that publicly here as well.
Yes, the skinny jeans was not mentioned.
Yeah.
But shower
but
heads were.
but it.
But shower heads were.
Oh, good lord.
Water pressure. He did do a signing of the water pressure.
I'm so tired of talking about this
Shower
foolishness from this
heads.
man. Last administration, it was washer machines, and toilets and flushing. Like, why can't we
Yes,
just
the man.
flush you piece of shit, down the toilets?
So he wants to get rid of all of well, he signed in to get rid of the
Low flow.
restrictions, because of climate change and
Yeah.
economics and trying to save water for a lot of places, and so no more restrictions on shower heads, and so you can take a more strong shower. So according to the presidency. So also, let's say good morning to some folks in the building, and Adrian's gonna get me, but anyway, Hannah says good morning, Ron and Chris, and Touch Base Daily family, and yeah, says Adrian. Do you know this boy? This man, he's not a boy, but he's still gonna be my boy forever.
Yeah.
But he called me. First he texted me, and then we had a conversation about New York. He's like, "Don't you know you're Brooklyn? You're from Brooklyn. You are from Brooklyn, right?" Anyway, he says, thank TGF. Thank God it's Friday. Rosemary is in the building. She says, good morning, Mr. Foster, Mr. Edwards, and everyone. And I see some more love going between the two of you, all you guys. And Danette says, good morning, Ron, Chris, and Touch Base Daily family. And also, let's see here. Bryson's in the building. I did take a sip already, so I can do this. What's up, Ron? What's up, Chris? What's up, RLP fam? What's up, everybody? Happy Cynthia Erivo to Friday. Welcome to the weekend on this rainy day. What's going on with Cynthia?
Is it her birthday or something? I don't know about that one.
I don't know anything about what's going on with Cynthia.
I'll look it up.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, since we're talking about entertainment, Bryson, if you have not seen it yet, it only came out yesterday. G20 featuring Viola Davis. So good. We watched it last night. Such a great movie. It's on Netflix, I believe.
Oh, really? Okay, so that's this weekend.
Or is it Prime? Sorry, one of them. Hold on, let me see which one.
I have both, so I can look at it. It's not Hulu, right? It's not.
No.
It's
Hold
not
on.
Paramount.
It's on Prime. It is on Prime.
Yes. Okay.
So I even posted it in my stories. We watched last night. So good. And she did all her stunts in this movie, by the way.
Wow. I gotta get
this woman can play anything.
She can do
anything.
Viola is.
She's a badass. She's a badass.
I mean, hello. Anyway, I could talk all day about
And her
Viola
skin is
Davis.
gorgeous. Like that dark chocolate skin. Come
She's a
on through.
beautiful woman and in control of her skills and what she does. I mean,
Yes.
the woman, no one can cry and snot like her.
Yeah.
I mean, she gives you a snotty cry and
That's that ugly cry.
yeah, she gets ugly. She gets ugly, but she still looks beautiful when she's doing it.
Yeah.
Lisa, oh wait, Kimmy's in the building. She says, "Hi everyone." Lisa says, "Good morning, everyone." And Jesse says, "Good morning, beautiful people." And what's up, Rose? What's up? I see Hannah. How you doing? Rosemary says, I'm also just tired of seeing through the propagandish news. So sickening watching the lies be spread. We are all exhausted. What's
Exhausted.
up? What's up? I see the what's up. And Adrian says, nah, I can't wait to pump up my water pressure. And Jazzy's in the building. She says, all the distractions. They are all distractions. I am Reese is in the building. Miss Reese is in the building. Good morning to all the RLP cousins. And Jamel Shabazz is in the building. He has some free time to spend with us. He is in the building. Grand Rising family. He also posts some really good stories. So check out his stories on his page. Let's see. Rosemary says, no complaints, but I'm reclusive. So, and Mr. DT is in the building all the way from the West Coast. DT says, Ron Foster, Chris, Jazzy, Adrian, Hannah. He's saying good morning to everybody. And let's see. New album. Her new album, I think, is what he's talking about.
It is out today. Yeah.
She's performing in Philly this year.
Yes, we're looking to go to that show also.
Well, Kimmy, I'm sure will probably be there also.
Yes, I believe it's at the Man Theater, which is an outdoor venue over in West Philly. I believe that's where it's at.
Kimmy, I have you are my designated Philadelphia tour guide. I am coming back to Philadelphia very soon. I
didn't know she was in Philly.
Yeah, Kimmy's in Philly. You guys can just hang out. You can just hang out and just get in the car and run over and see Kimmy Kim. Yes, she is the perfect tour guide. When she showed me Philadelphia, she had me on the train. She had me walking. I was like, yo, this woman, she can walk. I was exhausted.
Philly is a great walking city.
It is. And the subway was interesting.
Subways and trolleys and regional rails. They have lots of different...
I did not get on the trolley yet, though. So I have to go back to ride the trolley. Bryson says, G20 is out right now on Prime.
Yep.
And we have the wonderful Fifi in the building. She says, hey, Ron and Chris, good morning, family. Yes, I like going through all this stuff. It's her new single, Worst of Me, drops today. And she's announced her new album coming out on June 6th. Okay. We all caught up. Well, I do want to do, since this is my Patreon month, and I'm going to bring it up today. So I wanted to share just something because we got a Patreon member this week, and I am so happy when someone takes the time out to support the dream and what we do here. And so that is always a beautiful thing that someone supports because, like I said, it costs money to come on here every day with you guys. And it's great that someone says, hey, you know what? I want to support. So here we go. I said, let me just put this on the screen because in case you just don't know and how to do it. So you can go to Patreon, the Patreon page, and I'll walk you through it. So I'm going to walk you through it today. I probably just do it once a week. I'm not going to do this every day. But I definitely wanted you to see what this was. You can go to patreon.com at Ron Lewis Photos. This page, just so you know what you're getting besides just supporting, is that all of the stories that happen, all of the lessons, all the Tip Tuesdays, all the Motivation Mondays, all the videos with guests, all of that stuff lives on the Patreon page. So the whole community can see this at any time. It's 3 years of stories and lessons and all that stuff. If you want to go, you just click in and you plug in and you can say, I want to know tips on, and it will give it to you if I've covered it. So you can go through this. It has everything, holidays, all this, yada, 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 yada. But we have tiers in this wonderful land of Patreon. So I'm going to click on the Patreon tiers. And how can you help? How can you support? Well, if you think I'm worth $3 a month, then you can do what's called the blue, a cup of Joe. That's 11. And there's benefits to that. You can do yellow. You can do community access, which is $5 a month. You can do purple, which is making a difference, which is the one I recommend everyone, if that or more. So it's $10 a month, and it's making a difference. And then orange is making a bigger difference at 15. And then sky is for love of photography, where I give you downloads 2 quarters of the year. And then you got the wonderful classic, the red level, which is the basic photography 101. And this is where, this is where you get to rent me out if you want to for about 30 minutes, and we can teach you I can work with you on your photography personally. We can talk, we can get together, we can do a Zoom. That's what that is about. So if you want to do that and you want the little tips here and you want to take your photography, because I charge my students when I'm teaching my photography, their tuition is $125. So if you are in here and you want a little bit of tips along the way, come on and be in the red. But it goes on and on. And then we have Patreon members that are on all levels. And then it goes all the way up to 150 and 100. Black. And we do have 2 people in this community that are sponsors at $200 a month. And they literally support what we do here. A lot of stuff. I mean, I'm able to take time out to do this because of them. And at that level is also advertisements. So you see some of their advertisements. I put it on the screen. I share some of those advertisements. So there you have it. This is the Patreon page. This is how it works. You click on those, and then there is the free. I don't know why anyone would just be a part of the Patreon and just be here for free and just kind of just linger around and lingering. But hey, there are some people that are free, but be a part of it. And again, you will never, ever, I will guarantee you, outgive me. No way. It's no way. So when you get here, you go to the Patreon page. There are lots of benefits. There are collections here. You can go into the collections, like accomplishments and milestones, giveaways, all the different things that we've done, media, giveaways. So there you go. You have all of that right there. And also chat section where we can chat together. I haven't used the shopping store yet, other than that one thing. But there you go. You have it all right here. If you want to know how people say, Ron, how can I support you? This is the best way you can support, right? Because I'm giving back to you, right? So there you go. Have it. This is where you can support. And also you can see the great interview we had on Wednesday with wonderful Antoine Jones, who talked about business, being a business creator and sharing about his life and his company, Groovy Smoothie. Okay, so there you go. You have it all there in the tips from this week. Okay, just wanted to make sure I share that with you all. Okay, was that good, Chris? Did I do it? Did I do it? That
was perfect. I think you did.
Clear?
Yeah.
Thank you. But also, I want to say thank you. I try not to. Because one time I was like I mentioned someone as their Patreon. They were like, "No, Ron, I don't want to be mentioned. I just want to support." And they were like, "I want to be incognito." So I don't mention the names of the people that are supporting. Just know that we got a new person this week, another supporter in the Patreon community, and I am so happy. And if they want to shout themselves out, they can do it themselves. So that's good too. So okay, so today is our Focus Friday, and we talk about accounts, social media accounts that encourage, inspire, and inform. So if you have a account, Instagram account, or a YouTube channel that encourages you or makes your day, make sure you go and you put FF, and Fifi says, okay, she gave you permission. Fifi said, it's me. Fifi said, it's me. I am a new Patreon supporter. Okay, thank you, Fifi. And so she is also, and she'll be getting her lessons every week. So she'll be getting her lessons. I'm sorry, once a month we'll get together and talk about how I can help her with her photography. So there you go. But yeah, so if you have an account that you love, that encourages you, inspires you, informs you, put an FF at, put the symbol, I'm sorry, the Addy, and also is it YouTube or is it Instagram?
Yeah, I'm on the
and
lookout.
If you have a TikTok too, I have a TikTok I can bring up on TikTok as well. Okay, so I think we're good. Let's see here. Let me make sure I got everybody in here. Okay, okay, so Chris, do you have any on your any?
I didn't. I've been so bad about doing this. I've been so bad about doing this. Okay, well,
you're doing your thing. You got a lot of stuff going on at the house.
There's a lot of stuff going on over here.
You haven't made the announcement. I'm not saying
no. We'll talk about it a little bit later.
You got some stuff going on. So I have a bunch. So I'm going to share them. I am going to share them right now with you. So let me just adjust this screen here. And but yeah, this is I have a bunch of them. I have a bunch of these wonderful, because I live on social media. Besides me being a news junkie, I am also on social media. And here we go. One is someone that was on Don Lemon's Today, and I said, well, I definitely follow her. And I want to introduce you to her if you haven't seen her. Now, be warned that Reese has a potty mouth, but she gets her point across. She speaks her mind, and she is educated and smart. And she's also worked on campaigns, and she's also I learned this morning that she has a degree in economics and all the other stuff that she does. But her platform is absolutely informative, entertaining, encouraging. She hits all of the notes. So this is one of my favorites, is Reese Colbert. And so I'm going to let you in on, let me see if, here we go. Let's go from the beginning. Let's see if we can reload it. Hold on a second. Let me reload.
$5. That's giving. There's no giving in this situation. It's an exchange. I pay, you give me a good. I benefit from the good, you benefit from the money. You should understand that. Every single penny that we give in these exchanges is, I would think, if you're buying something, you feel you're getting an equal or more utility. So what you're supporting is actually increasing costs on Americans, is hurting small businesses, which I could say as a small business owner myself, I now have to pay double what I paid for the same quantity, same quality of goods when Vice President Kamala Harris and President Joe Biden were in office. The same shit is now costing me double for no reason whatsoever. Now, I'm not getting any utility from that. So you know who's taking from me? Donald Trump. And he's taking from me so that he can give people like you a tax cut. Maybe you're okay with that because they're claiming that these tariffs are going to finance these trillions of dollars of tax cuts that people like you, Stephen A. Smith, benefit from, who don't have to worry about with small business owners who buy wholesale and then sell in America. And they use that for their profits. Or people who are broke or who are poor who need cheap goods so that they can make ends meet, so that they can actually have the things that they need in life, the basics. Maybe that's not something that you care about, but don't sit up here and mislead people into thinking that China is taking something from us. They don't need us, which is why we're importing more from them than they're importing from us. But whatever that they're getting from us, it's because we're getting something in return. This is how it works. It's not charity, it's commerce.
I support tariffs. I have no problem with it.
And this is why
I do believe that the United States has been paying too much money. We've been giving too much money out.
Stephen A. Smith, we are not giving too much money away to China. So if that's your basis for supporting Donald Trump's tariffs, which is a tax increase on Americans, you need to think again. First of all, we're not giving.
And so there's one of my favorites. Now, Stephen A. Smith pisses me off every time he freaking opens his mouth. Now, I don't know. Am I the only one that feels that way?
No.
I mean,
because he's not making any fucking sense right now. Like, that's not even educated.
The worst. He really is one of the all skin folks is not kin folks, as they say.
Yes.
This guy is a total idiot. And I don't use that. Well, no, I do use that word a lot. So he is an idiot.
Rightfully so.
I mean, absolutely. Elise says he is an idiot. And not only that, he's loud and wrong. He's loud and always wrong.
For no reason.
He's on the wrong side of history. He's on the wrong side of the conversation. The man is always wrong. But I'm with Reese. And what I love about Reese, because I wasn't raised using colorful metaphors like all my friends do.
That's why you have friends.
I have friends that interpret for me, or there's platforms like this that I can live vicariously through them. And when Reese speaks, Lord have mercy, Reese is speaking usually my mind. Usually when I can't get it out verbally, colorfully, like I want to, I just haven't given myself that permission circle yet.
She got your back.
She got my back. She got my Dirk says, we cuss. Yes, sir. Yes. Everybody in this community cuss.
I think we're gonna have a little come to Jesus moment with you, and just everybody come on here and just cuss up a storm and make you cuss.
I need an intervention.
That part.
Oh gosh, he is absolutely the worst. Elise says he doesn't even know what he's talking about, and most of the time he doesn't. And I'm always, why is he always on the side of the folks that are against Black people and the people of color? Why is this man? And the rumor is that he wants to run for president. Well, I guess he saw a buffoon got into the White House. He could too.
Well, I mean, if a convicted felon can do it, anybody else can.
Anyone can do it, right? Cass says, bless and happy Friday. Oh, what did I walk in on?
Friday.
Okay, so that is one of my. If you are here, you have a account that informs you, encourages you, inspires you. Put it in there. Put FF and then put it onto the screen. I see also Stephen A. Smith hates the Dallas Cowboys all the time. He knows everything. He knows everything about sports. He knows nothing. Kimmy Kim says Stephen is on a soap called General Hospital. I like his character though. He is? Is he on General Hospital? What the hell? Did not know that. Jazzy says he really believes that they want him to be a part of the circle. They don't. Thank you, Jay-Z. Okay. Now, there are some more.
Jazzy.
Did I say Jazzy?
You said Jay-Z.
I said Jay-Z, didn't I?
Mm-hmm. It's okay.
Thank you, Jazzy. Forgive me, Jazzy. Okay. This video, I don't know if it edifies or encourages, but Jamel put this out today, and it is from the Rip D Mump, wherever these people are. This one does not encourage and this one does not inspire. But what it does is highlights these are not white people. These are Black people. And not only are they Black people, I'll let you have it. Here we go. Let me pop this on the screen for
So
you.
wait, Elise, she said she sent one, but it's not showing up in the chat. This happened. This has happened before, where people say they put it in the chat and it doesn't show up because I don't see it. I've been looking.
Okay. Well, we look for that. Listen to this. Here we go. Let me get the sound off of this. And here
all reach your hand and pray with us today. We come against the assignment of the enemy. Lord, save me, Lord. Lord, encourage him, oh God. Give him the strength he needs. And also our President Donald J. Trump. Look, we need you this morning. You've been in this house, oh God. You've been in us doing praise and worship. You've been in us in prayer this morning. Lord, work a work, oh God.
okay, enough.
Why do we need to show this?
Well, the reason why I bring this up is that a lot of us would like to think only that MAGA is, we know MAGA is majority white, but there are a lot of Black Christian churches that are like this. That are like this. This is so deranged, a loss of reality, and definitely when TB, when I saw this on Jamel's feed, I said the same exact word. This is disturbing. Just to bring it to your attention is that there are folks like this that look like us. And Adrian says, can we please take it off the screen, please? Yes, we can do that. This is why there are a lot of good churches in the world. There are a lot of good churches in America. There are a lot of good Christians that follow the teachings of Christ and all that stuff. But it is these people that are the cause of what I call, this is just by reading and looking at how people see Christians today. This is part of the equation of the greatest falling away of people. Even when you say you're a Christian in America today, it's a bad word.
Yep.
No one wants to talk to a Christian. People look at Christians as if they are like 4 heads, 5 legs, some anomaly, some crazy crackpot. And it's because of these people. It's because of the Paula, whatever her name is, Paula Jones. It was Paula,
I don't remember her last name.
the prayer person at the White House.
Yeah.
And
the paid government employee.
All of these people that are Trump supporters that we see it in the white churches too, where they had the church in Florida, where they had the calf of Trump, a golden calf of Trump rolling through the sanctuary.
Isn't that a sign right there? I mean, just look at history. Well, I mean, no one knows history anymore, but when you look at
these are the problems. And I don't know where the Christian church goes from here, other than I would suggest that born again believers, real believers, get out into the world and stay in those church doors and start showing some love and start sharing some caring, start going out and showing the love of Christ. Paula White is her name, right? Paula White, the crazy other nutcase. The real Christians in this moment have to stand up. The real Christians have to make the gospel of love of Jesus Christ real. I bring this up just because it was so disturbing that I was like, I gotta talk. I just had to bring it up. Now I know it's not something that makes you feel fuzzy and warm, but it's one of the things that plagues me. Like, where is the church? The real church? Because these people, that ain't the real church.
But there's a lot of them. There's a lot of them out there, and that's the unfortunate thing. Like when you hear people say, "Oh, I'm a Christian, a Bible thumping Christian," and when you see American flags on people's porches and stuff, it makes you think twice now. Like, okay, racist, Trump. Like it's sad. Like the American flag won't, especially when you're driving down the road and you see an American flag, like especially on a big wheel truck. Yeah, first thought, racist, Trump supporter.
Derek says, Jesus, grab the wheel. Yes, I'm like, I wish Jesus could come into every church like this and just start tossing everything around. But it is where we are. That was disturbing. Agent says, can we take it off the screen? Yes, okay. And Jazzy says, it's a mental illness and I'm being serious. I see the throat marks from Adrian. Adrian, for those that know, Adrian's a minister of the gospel. So, and I'm proud of my son being a sharing of the gospel, sharing the love of Jesus Christ, living the life, being a great husband, being a great father, living example life. I am a believer. I am a man of faith. I believe in the gospel. I believe Jesus died for my sins. I do believe in all of this. But what I do not believe is the crazy stuff that goes on here in America. And America, for those who have traveled overseas, has contaminated the gospel overseas. When you go to Nigeria, there are all kinds of money gimmicks in the church and all kinds of craziness. America has a lot to answer for with these crazy. They're not Christians. They're just not. Sorry, can't call you Christians. You may be waving the banner, but you are not Christian. Derek says, they not like us. They not like us. Amen.
Kendrick Lamar.
Elise says, we know that they exist. We don't have to showcase it. Jazzy says, people have to understand what is happening right now is taught and ingrained to us as Americans. It's a system. And he says, this is why young people don't want to go to Christian churches. Yes. Eric says, Paula White, who's tearing apart and banned Journey. Yeah, she is something else. Fifi says, Chris said, no one knows history anymore.
Yeah.
Danette says, I don't refer to myself as a Christian anymore because I am definitely not like them. Danette, I'm with you. I like to just say I'm a believer. First of all, when you look at the early church, they didn't call themselves Christians either. Just saying. They were people, they were of the way, right? That's what you see in the scriptures. They were of the way. Chris R says there are plenty of churches that stand up. There are. We need to hear their voices. We need to hear from those that stand. Elise says, good morning, Danette. They are not like us. I like that. Jazzy says, I'm a Christian and proud one. I don't subscribe to this, and I won't place that on being a Christian. That is a spirit that is not of Christ. Amen. Chris says, that's why we need to take the flag back. Adrian says, the preacher in the house says, 2 Timothy 4:3, part B. Instead, to suit their own desire, they will gather around them a great number of teachers to say what their itching ears want to hear. Amen to the scripture. Elise says, exactly. They are still sending missionaries to other countries. Yes, they are. And Bryson says that's the crazy mega church. Exactly. Okay, now I have another one. Anyone? No other?
I haven't seen any.
No Focus Fridays other than Elise trying to get hers through.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. Elise, try to put it back in the chat again. Let's see if it'll show up. I notice some things don't show up sometimes.
Do y'all want to see something? Now, I haven't tried this to confirm, but I doggone now want to go and try it. I just want to go into a Starbucks and say, can I have a cup? I just want a cup, a large cup. I know you guys call it venti and all the other stuff, all the names of the cups in Starbucks.
It's large.
But I want you to see something that I stumbled across, and I just had to say for you guys. But the next time you go to Starbucks, I don't know how, I can't confirm this, but I am going to share it because I'm seeing it. Seeing is believing. And here we go.
Look.
Small cup into the medium cup.
Yeah. So now medium, large, watch. No way. So this is to do with the circumference on the bottom of the cup. So interestingly, whenever you buy yourself a large coffee, you're actually just getting a small.
Now, I would not be surprised about that at all.
Is this real?
I don't know. I think I'm going to go and try.
I want to go to Starbucks today and just ask for 3 cups. I don't even want the coffee. I just want the cups. Is this real? Is this real? But I mean, those look like Starbucks coffee cups?
Hold on, Elise. I still don't see what you put in here. She said she just put another one in here. It's not showing up. Ron, do you see it?
No, did you see the FF? No, we have not seen it.
We don't see it.
We have not seen Elise's FF.
And I'm looking
all
on
her other comments.
Yeah, I'm looking at 2 different screens and I don't see it anywhere.
It hasn't come up. Yeah. Adrian, do you think this is real? All you Starbuckers, I don't see it either. I mean, we don't see Elise's FF.
YouTube is doing something. It's
as a
censoring us.
long-time Starbucks customer, this is not real. Okay. Adrian said this is not real. Adrian, how do you know this is not real? Anyway, I want to know. Well, because I am that curious.
Just tell me.
I know Adrian is a Starbucks diehard. He is a Starbucks diehard. Are you using a hashtag? Jazzy says, Elise, are you using a hashtag? If so, drop the hashtag. TB says, I believe it. The circumference of the cup. It is the circumference of the cup. I cannot wait to try. I'm telling you today, I am going to Starbucks. There's a Starbucks not too far from the house, and I am going. Oh, Adrian says, I pour them into my personal mugs. Are they the same, Adrian? Are they the same volume? I don't know. Or maybe there are some Starbucks that are not like the others. I don't know. I want to know. All you Starbuckers out there, I am curious. I want to know.
No, listen. You know what you need to do? Get 3 cups.
I am.
All 3 sizes. And then do it live here.
Yes. Monday.
That's something you do on Monday.
Monday or next Friday. We're going to come back to this question. TV says, do it, Ron. Do it. When I saw that, I was like, now, this can't be real. This just can't be real. I don't think Starbucks would do this, but then I don't know because it's a corporation.
Oh.
I don't know. Kimmy says, you're going to have to do it now, Ron. I was like, it gave me laughs though. I have to tell you, it gave me a lot of laughs. Like it made my brain like, wow, is this for real? Then that says, I am not seeing everyone's comments. Really? Are you guys on your YouTube? YouTube, everything's coming up on YouTube in the comment box. Okay. Do it, Ron. Jazz says, okay. I see the Jazzy's laughing because she knows I'm crazy. And I am that nerd. I will be looking for it. Kimmy says there is a thing next to scissors for top messages or all messages. Still didn't see Elise's FF.
Yeah, because no, we can see everything on the back end, and there's nothing showing up.
Yeah, nothing showing up on our end here. So hit refresh. Elise, hit refresh and then try it again. Just take the comment box. You don't have to go out there. Just go click off. Click the X on the comment on the chat, and then open the chat back up, and it should recalibrate. Ron, and you know I'm going to go live wherever I do this. I'm going live. Kaz says never. Oh, sorry. Jazzy says Ron to Starbucks. Ron, we have to know. Adrian, if you happen to come by this weekend, you know where we're going.
Uh-oh.
If Adrian pops into Brooklyn, he knows where we're going. We are doing this together.
Elise, just put in the name of the page. Don't even put at. Just put the name in it, and I'll see if I can pull it up.
Lisa said Starbucks costs too much. There are some people that love Starbucks. They are Starbucks diehards. Adrian says, guys, please don't make my pops embarrass himself.
It's for entertainment purposes only.
Entertainment purpose. Could you see, Adrian? That would be great. We'll be in Starbucks and we could film it all, right?
He's gonna be like, oh my God, my dad is embarrassing me in public.
Lisa says, also, I saw Jazzy mention to Elise about hashtags. Yes, don't use hashtags anymore.
Yeah.
They don't help push your content anymore. They actually slow them down now. Really, Lisa?
Yeah, because even on Instagram, they tell you hashtags
don't work.
Not that they don't work. It doesn't really do anything for you anymore.
Yeah, I did read that too, but I still put hashtags because it does put you in the sequence of the name. So let's say you do hashtag flowers. Then when they click on hashtag flowers, all the flowers, anything that's related to flowers.
All right, so Elise, there's something wrong. There must be some issue because YouTube might be blocking some of your stuff because we're seeing when you're asking us, but when you say you put stuff in there, we do not see it.
Website says Adrian sends me a text. He couldn't send it on here, but he sent it to me on here. He says, hold on a second. Okay, what is Adrian? The Starbucks cup size scam video is an old internet prank. Oh, so Adrian went and did the research. He says it's a prank. But you know I'm still going to Starbucks to ask for the cups. I am still going to Starbucks to ask for those cups. I got it, Adrian. I got it.
Elise, why don't you come on screen if you can.
Who, Adrian?
No, Elise.
Elise, you want Elise? Come on. Yeah, Elise. Go if you want to come on. Just hit the QR code.
I want to know what is the account you want us to see, and then why it's not showing up. Because maybe someone else can type it in and see if it just doesn't show up. Yeah. Maybe it's blocked.
Or she can send it. She can send it to us she can send it to you by text. Chris.
Yeah, you can do that too.
Kim, it's a vampire movie. Adrian says that might be what she is experiencing too. I don't know what that is. Adrian says I sent a URL twice. It didn't go through on chat. Yes, you cannot send URLs on YouTube. You can't send www.
Maybe that's what it is.
You can only do it as FF, and then you can separate them and then put at.
The
whatever you
username,
want.
just the username.
Just put the
Not
username.
so. If you're trying to share a link from the person's page where you copy clip the account, you probably can't. You can't do that because it shares a URL link. Then, so that would make sense.
Okay. So Elise said she sent it to the group chat, our group chat that we have.
All right, let me look.
Check it out, Chris. Okay, so the next one is. Oh wait, Jazzy has someone. Oh yes, I'm going. Yes, Jazzy. Jazzy knows. Jazzy knows. One of my favorites. I will. Yes, here we go. Let me just get this on the screen.
All right, Elise, I got it. I'm gonna put it in the chat so he can see it.
Media and Midas Touch. There we go. And
Ron, I just put it in our private chat.
okay, excellent.
It's the last video. I think at least what you were trying to do was send the actual link for that video. That probably wouldn't work. You had to send the person's page.
So here we go with another. Guys, if you want to be informed, and I mean really informed, this is the spot. Thank you, Jazz. That was on the list. Midas Touch Network. They, first of all, so they have outrated Fox. And so Fox used to be the online trending number one, what they call the stats. Midas Touch has knocked Fox out the box.
And they're trying to get him off the air.
They are the number one on, and they give you truth. Fox gives you lies. Midas Touch gives you truth. And it's not about entertainment. It's about facts. These guys are incredible. And the more they are getting more coverage of what they do, also politicians are now going on their platform and sharing. Lawyers are going on and sharing. Economic folks are sharing great footage. Midas Touch Network. It used to just be Midas Touch, but then they became a network because now they have several people, lawyers, and all these specialists that are on their platform. You can find them on Substack, which I'm a member of Substacks, and so Substack is you can find them there, and every day there's about 3 or 4 notices you get of what's happening in the news. But then they have what's called, at the end of the day on Substack, they give you the roundup. So it's like all of the information, the latest before you go to bed, as we nerdies are, before you go to bed. So Midas Touch Network, in this day and age, when you need good news and you need news with facts, and they give you factual information and give you the clips, give you the documentation, this is one of the best. Midas Touch Network. I could do advertising for them, right? But I am about you guys knowing where you can get good information. Okay, here we go.
So
let me see here.
Check the private chat. I put it in there, but then Elise, I saw that you put his name in there, and that came through. So I think whatever you were doing before, like I think copy and pasting the link, that doesn't work in here. That's why we weren't seeing it.
Yep, I got her. We're gonna do it. We're gonna get Elise's up there too. Elise says I only sent the page. I see Kenneth Nelson photo is in the building. He says Midas Touch Network beat Joe Rogan. Yes, it did. As the number one downloaded podcaster. Yes, they have the podcast. They have the YouTube channel. They have the Instagram. They're on TikTok. But my favorite sources for them, YouTube and Substack. YouTube and Substack. And Elise says also, I love the Midas Touch. I love Midas Touch. And so there we go. Okay, so now we can bring on, here we go. This makes it easy. Now, is this Elise? Is this Instagram or is
Yes,
it?
it's Instagram.
Okay,
Sorry.
gotcha. Okay,
And it's the first video on the page
got
that
it.
she was talking about.
Okay, here we go. And this is good. This is good. I'm still going to Starbucks, y'all. I'm still going to Starbucks. I can't get it out of my head. I'm like a dog with a bone. An artist. Let's see here. Terrell T. And then life is a lesson that we are all learning. So live. Okay, let me bring this onto the screen. Okay, here we go. Here we go with Elise's pick. Her Focus Friday pick. Here we go. If you have one, make sure you put FF and put it out there, and we can put it on the screen because we want to encourage the community. This is how we find out information through one another. Let me get this off the screen here. There we go. And this.
So go to the Reels portion, the second tab. No, go to the second tab, Reels at the top. Click on that. It's the first video. That's the one she wanted to play. Yeah.
And then former President Obama had this to say.
Like, imagine if I had done any of this.
They would have had your black ass on the first plane back to Hawaii. And then Wig said that Iran cannot have nuclear weapons, and I'm with you when you're right. Hell no. The only thing we know about Iran is they will blow some shit up. And then the stock market is still crashing like you after you found out you got cheated on. I think that we should... Maybe that was too far. And then farmers keep telling us that there is literally a crisis going on preventing them from farming. But your fat ass don't care right now, do you? But we all gonna be pissed off when we eating beans and tuna fish like they doing in Europe. And then Boosie had a car accident. Somebody go check on Boosie. And then everything's so goddamn high, we might as well be high too. Call the plugs, get the snacks, and let's find out what state and city we meeting in. And then the CEO of Shopify, Toby, said that before hiring anyone new, they must prove that AI cannot do their job better. And I feel like all y'all should quit on his ass because you come do the job better. And then former President Obama had this to say.
Like, imagine.
I like. So this is, it's interesting. I know this dude through his reels, but I did not know him through his page. I've seen him online before. And should I go back to his page? His page is really good. He has a great page. Look at the page. When you go outside the reels as well, he has let me go to this post.
So hold on. I think Bryson has one here. I'm gonna put it in our private chat.
And is this going to be a Bryson? Is this going to be Instagram?
I think so. It looks like it's a photography page.
You got it in the chat.
Let me check it before you put it up.
Okay.
It's a photography page on Instagram.
Buddy. Here we go. Sharing accounts that inspire, bless, encourage, and inform. If you have one, share it with us. Okay, here we go. Oh. Ivan Piedra Photography. That's some really cool shots. Let me just zero in. Let's zero in. You know me. Chris and I are the same way in this way. Chris will find all these photographers, and we just, because you learn from other photographers, and we become more creative.
It's funny you say that. Yesterday I was trying to clean up some of my YouTube. Like, I've been on YouTube for a long time and following a lot of different people, and I came across a bunch of old photographers that I was following that no longer have those YouTube pages. But you just kind of get stuck looking through some of their old stuff. And it's like, I remember when I was looking through their stuff because I wanted to do either something similar, or you just liked their work and you admired it. You just wanted to see what they were doing. So
that's a good picture. That's a beautiful shot.
Usher's killing it right now. He's had a really good year.
That's a beautiful photo shoot. Okay. Nice.
That was her birthday, it seems.
Uh-huh. Photographers are doing it. There's a lot of photographers in the world, and they are doing it.
This is real, so take a chance and don't ever look back. Don't ever look back. I'ma get your heart racing and my skin tight.
I'm gonna have to reach out to him. Looks like in New York City. A lot. I think he must be based in New York. Okay. I am going to be following. I'm going to follow. There we go. Cool. Thank you. That was from our Bryson, right?
Bryson, yeah.
Thank you, Bry. That was good. Any others out there? Any others?
Not as of right now.
Okay, I have one. And what time is it? Let me get a time.
It's 12:02. 12:02.
Okay. It's gonna be the if we have unless we get another one, this will be the last one. And hold on a second. I
agree with that statement, though.
What's that?
The one also on the screen. Today would be a great day to ban members of Congress and their families from trading stocks, don't you think?
Yes, but there is this gentleman. Hold on. Let me go into my page again. Back to the page. Where am I? Okay, sorry about that. I gotta go back to my page. Okay. How do I get my page back up? Sometimes
Profile.
Oh, I have to go to my profile, right?
Yeah, keep going. No,
there
go
we go. There we go. Thank you, buddy. Thank you. I got lost. Okay, there is another one. And obviously, this is a good one to close out. Dr. Chachi posted this today, and I want this to be the one that we close out with. There's a whole lot more I have on this list, but we can do that next Friday. But this one was really beautiful. And I think this is a good way to close out today's show. Hold on a second. Here we go. Let me get that. Are we ready? Okay, here we go.
Zoom it back out. Zoom it back out so we can see his full body. You know what this is? This is, for all the old heads in here, this is true hip hop and breakdancing from back in the days. Elevated to a whole nother level. That was amazing.
When Dr. Tachi she posted, I'm not sure if it was in my mailbox or because we DM, but I was like, this is a good way to end the show today, because it's just, again, you think about all the years of hip hop and the dancing and the street, dance, all the stuff that goes, and where it's been elevated to that now you can see it in a concert hall. I like concert hall. I go to Lincoln Center a lot. And it was just so beautiful.
Yeah.
Just to see this Black man dancing, sharing, and the whole orchestra is like totally zoomed in on him, and you could hear a pin drop. It was just breathtaking and beautiful. So guys,
that's a great way to end.
That's a good way to end.
Yeah.
I enjoyed this Focus Friday day, and we had a great time together. I do have to do my little banners real quick, so I'll do that real fast. And but man, that was beautiful. If you want to reach out to me, make sure you can go to Ron Lewis Photos, click on that page, and you can join the email list. Also, remember, I'm an event photographer. You can request me for corporate and personal events. And most of all, I want to say thank you to our Patreon members. Your support helps us create amazing content, and we appreciate you. Thank you so much, wonderful Patreon members. And thank you, Felicia, Fifi, for becoming a member of our Patreon community. And I'm here to serve you guys, and hopefully we all serve one another as a community, and we can all grow together and benefit from the knowledge that each one of us has. We all bring something to the table. We all have worth. And in a community works when all parts and all people are bringing their best to the community. So guys, have a great weekend. And if you just happen to see me somewhere in these streets at Starbucks, because I can't get it out of my head, even though Adrian says it was a prank. So I can't get it out of my head. Anyway, guys, have a great weekend. Chris, thank you so much, bro.
Thank you.
For always being with me here on these Fridays, these Focus Fridays. And guys, have a wonderful weekend. Thank you so much. I see all the hearts and loves and all the roses and all the comments. And catch the replay if you missed that. That was good. We had a good show today. A good community gathering. Yeah. Later. Hello, and thank you for joining us today. Make sure you hit the like, the subscribe, and leave a comment on this video. I would love to hear from you. Thank you again. Until I see you next time.